morning, students. This is Suman Chaswal, your English teacher. How are all of you? Good. I'm fine too. Thank you. So today I've got for all of you a spoken English class, and my topic is composing or speaking about a storytelling. That is the best way to improve your English language. Okay, a short story, but all stories have a lot of the things around it. Okay, so how to make a story interesting and using short sentences, a good vocabulary, and framing sentences. So today is a class of storytelling, and we will go. I brought a picture for all of you. Seeing the picture, make sentences around it, and that will frame a complete. When you complete it together, it will form a story. Okay, so this is a practice for spoken English. So let's get started. Okay, so today I brought for you story of, this is The Thirsty Crow. The thirsty crow. Thirsty means who is feeling wants to have water. Throat is dry, okay, and wants water. So when you really require to drink water, you say I am thirsty. On the other hand, when you require food, you want to eat food. What is it called? I am hungry. Okay. So today we are going to talk about the thirsty crow, the stories of the thirsty crow. Now in the first picture you can see that there is a crow. So let's make some sentences around this first picture. There's a pot and there's a crow. So always a story starts with the first line. Once upon a time, there was a crow. Okay, so your first sentence is once upon a time there was a crow. Now we know that the story is The Thirsty Crow. So it was very thirsty. Okay, so once upon a time there was a crow, or one day there was a crow. It was very thirsty. Now we are not gone to the second. Now keep on going, making more sentences for this picture. Okay, so what did the crow do? He flew here and there in search of water. So our next sentence is that the crow flew here and there finding water because he is thirsty. So he flew here and there in search of water. Okay, now again, next what will be? But he could not find any water. Now why he could not find any water? What was the reason? A bird can fly so much here and there, but he could not. All the ponds and lakes had dried up. So why he could not find water? Because all the ponds and lakes had dried up. In summer season, there is no water. All the ponds and lakes and rivers are drying up. So he could not find. Then what did he see? He saw. So it has already, the first picture is once upon a time there was a crow. It was very thirsty. It flew here and there in search of water, but it could not find any water, and all the ponds and lakes had dried up. Then what happened? Then he saw a pot near a house. So till the first picture I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5 sentences for this one picture only. Okay. Then he saw a pot near a house. Then what did he do? Come to the second picture. He looked into the pot. He looked into the pot. Then what did he see? Bottom, in the pot, water was at the bottom. There was little water at the bottom of the pot. So once he saw the pot, he looked into it and he saw there's little water in it. Then what will he do? He will try to reach the water. He tried to reach the water, but he could not. Okay? He could not, because the mouth of the pot is very narrow. He can't fly inside it. So he tried to reach it, but he could not. Then what happened? Now come to the third picture. So again in this line, I have written 3 sentences. Now come to the next picture. You can see the crow has got a stone in his mouth. Okay, small stones are called pebbles. So suddenly an idea flashed into his mind. They say, no, necessity is the mother of invention. When you really require something, automatically you find ways and means to get it. So the crow also, an idea came to his mind. What did he do? He picked up stones, pebbles. He picked up pebbles we generally try, picked up pebbles one by one and dropped them into the pot. So he picked up stones, pebbles one by one and dropped them into the pot. What happened then? Soon the water came up. Now in the next picture you can see that the water can be seen near the top of the pot. Okay? Soon the water came up. Then what did the crow do? It drank the water and there's a word called quenched. Quenched. Okay? It quenched its thirst. Means that thirst that he was feeling so thirsty. Now after drinking water, it became happy. Now he was no longer thirsty. So the word is, it quenched its throat. It quenched its thirst and cawed. A crow does caw, caw, caw. So, and cawed. You know, after drinking water, now his throat is become nice and he's able to speak or make a sound. So he cawed and cawed. Then he flew away. After quenching his thirst, he flew away happily. Okay, so he quenched his thirst and flew away happily. So by framing sentence around each picture, 4 to 5 sentences, you get a story and you are able to make short sentences and then join them together and your story is complete. So looking at the picture, I made few lines. Second picture, I made few lines. Third picture, I made few lines. And fourth picture, I made few lines and completed the story. Once upon a time, there was a crow. it was very thirsty. It flew here and there in search of water, but it could not find any water. Anywhere also I could have used. All the ponds and lakes had dried up. Then he saw a pot near a house. It looked into it, the pot. Use it. For this thing we use generally it. It looked into the pot. There was little water at the bottom of the pot. It tried to reach the water, but it could not. Suddenly, an idea flashed into its mind. It picked up pebbles one by one. Small stones are called pebbles. One by one, and dropped them into the pot. Soon the water came up. It drank the water. It quenched its thirst and cawed. Then it flew away happily. Okay, so I have framed a story by using 5 lines here, 5 lines here, 5 lines here, and completed one story. So this is a very good way of improving your English language. Like I told you in my last video also, that any situation around you, you're sitting at the table, you're sitting at your study table, you're sitting in the drawing room, you're sitting in a class, you're going in a bus. So start framing sentences around it. This is a better way. Another way that you have picture story, and looking at the picture make your sentences and frame it into story. Such stories also have a moral. Moral means they teach a lesson. What is the lesson here? Where there is a will, there is a way. The moral of the story is, where there is a will, there is a way. Means if you have the will, you will find your way. Like I told you, necessity is the mother of invention. When you really require something, you will find means and ways to do it. Okay? So here, he was so thirsty, he was dying of thirst, and he was really thirsty, he wanted, and a crow got an idea, and he picked up pebbles and put them into the pot. So in this way you can frame sentences around a story and pictures and make a story. This will help a lot in your spoken English. Okay, students, try this out. It is a very important and interesting method also, and I have many stories like these which I will continuously giving you. Seeing the picture, you can frame your own sentences and frame a story. You can keep on adding. It was a hot day. The crow was very thirsty. Its throat was burning. Its mouth was dry. He was feeling very weak. He could hardly fly because he was so thirsty. And he flew here and there in search of water, but he could not find any water. Right? All the lakes and rivers and ponds had dried up. He was so desperate, and he kept flying till the time. Then he suddenly saw one pot near a house. He went there, he flew there, he looked into the pot, but alas, oh my God, there is so little water in it. And he tried to reach it once, twice, 3 times, but he could not reach it. Then he sat thinking, what should I do? You can keep on making the story longer and longer by putting expressions, putting in dialogues, and making your story. Basically, what are you doing? You are framing sentences to complete the story. You are improving your spoken English language. So this is one very interesting, you will also feel interested, and interesting way to improve your spoken English. So students, try this. All these type of pictures. There is a story at the back also. Next class I will give you that. There are many stories. The hare and the tortoise, the fox and the grapes, and so on. These comes in picture stories. So try using this method, this technique, and I'm sure it will surely help you a lot. Okay, students? So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you once again, and God bless all of you.